My friend Bob gave me this jigsaw a few years ago, and I've given it a lot of use. I really like this jigsaw, but it broke. There was this notched roller bearing that rode behind the blade to keep it sturdy and supported, and first thing that happened was the bearing broke. And I thought, okay, I'll just punch out the shaft in the middle and replace it somehow. But in so doing, I broke the bracket. So now what do? I got an idea to use wood and a regular ball bearing to fix it. We'll see if it works. I think the only option I really have is to attach the new bearing to the base of this. It's going to prevent me from being able to use the tilt function of it, but I hardly ever tilted this thing anyway, so I think that's the way to go. So what we wind up with is an assembly that we can thread a shaft through, and then a bearing, and we can use a spacer to mount this onto our jigsaw base that will hold the blade and support it and guide it as it's cutting. All that remains now is to screw it onto the base with 4 screws. It's going to be a little bit tricky. I have all kinds of room to drive a screw in here. I have to take a small screw and thread the needle in here. It's not going to be that strong, but since all the force is pushing in this direction, it should be fine. Now the bit pushed up the middle in the places where I drilled the holes. So I'm going to squeeze the wooden guide into place so that those divots will actually hold it while I'm drilling the holes in the wood. Now all that remains is to piece the whole thing together.
yeah.